Welcome, welcome. I'm Charmaine E and I'm going to be your host today. This is a series that you're watching, powered by Prudential. What we want to do is we want to bring together a community of speakers and thought leaders to share ideas and knowledge to live well. In Conversation covers 3 areas. It covers areas of wellness across physical, mental, and financial. Today, we're going to be focusing on food, which will help in cancer prevention, lowering the risk of cancer. So in the studio with me, and now I'm going to invite 2 ladies to join me on stage. I'm so excited to have them here. We've got Fiona. Come on up here. Do join me, my dear. Fiona here, of course, is a principal nutritionist. And to the other side of me is going to be Minu, a community nutritionist. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Wow, I mean, now that you've seen the whole kitchen, we've got a beautiful kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know, the kitchen in my home doesn't look like that. So I'm so happy we have this before us. And what we will be zooming in on is all these superfoods that we have on the table. I wish you could smell it, right? What a whole range of, senses that we have here and smells. What I'm curious to know about is there is this obvious slight difference between the common cancers among men and women, right?
Yeah, so women usually are the women-related illnesses and cancer, so such as cervical, colon, ovarian, breast. Whereas for men, it's usually the prostate cancer. But what is common between the men and female is actually lung and colon cancer. It's one of the highest.
What steps can we take to lower that risk of cancer?
Okay, so unfortunately there are not many, there's no one particular food that actually can cure cancer. So what we can do is look at foods that can help to reduce those risks, or even lifestyle methods as well.
So I think the really fun fact about superfoods is that we think that they are very superior or very premium, but actually they are already in your kitchen.
Because just looking at what we have here, and we are going to be diving into it, onion, garlic, lemon, eggs, kimchi, blueberries. In fact, everything on this table, it's relatively easy to get, right?
Yeah, it's definitely in your fridge or your kitchen, somehow or other.
What makes a superfood different from regular food, if I may?
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like superfoods are very superior. So for example, we have broccoli.
Yes.
And sometimes we do consider that broccoli is slightly more superior to cauliflower because they do belong to the same vegetable family.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
they seem and feel very similar.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They belong to the cruciferous vegetable family. Yeah, so sometimes because of the color, maybe broccoli tends to have a superior effect towards cauliflower itself. But actually, not really, because they do have different nutrients for each of it. So for broccoli, it's very high in vitamin C, folate, and all of this. It also could be present because of the colors from it. But cauliflower, even though it's white in color, it's also a color. So it's actually very good for boosting your immune system as well.
Take me through the superfoods that we have before us, please.
Okay, so the first one we have here is kimchi.
Oh, it smells amazing. I mean, I'm a kimchi fan. I love it. It's best for me. I'm the laziest person. Zero prep. You just take it out of whatever you buy it from. So we're just gonna leave that here for you to get a lovely close-up of that. So we of course have that kimchi. How good is this as a superfood?
Okay, so when it comes to kimchi, it's basically a fermented vegetable dish. So it's basically fermented vegetables, and you actually get a lot of vitamin A, vitamin K. So when it comes to vitamin A, it is mainly an antioxidant, plus it really helps to protect your vision as well, maintain your eyesight. And for vitamin K, it is also it's a vitamin that really helps with blood clotting processes in the body.
I use it for pancakes, omelets. I can even cook with stews in it too. So sometimes I want a quick fix in the morning, I just put eggs and kimchi together.
Eggs and kimchi.
Okay, the next one we have is blueberries. Okay, I think blueberries, they're actually known as like a powerhouse of antioxidants.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so rich in a lot of antioxidants, and it's mainly because of the color. So it is very rich in a blue purplish color, and it's because of the antioxidant called anthocyanin.
Anthocyanin.
Yeah.
Right.
I have it whenever I'm like stressed or I just want something to munch when I'm at work. I just want to distract myself, and you don't want to reach out to something that's unhealthy.
Yeah.
So I usually just wash blueberries and have it by the side and just continue eating because they're really low in sugar. So it's like 120 pieces of blueberries gives you 100 calories only. We eat eggs almost every other day, so I think it's also our national breakfast with
That's
two eggs and a toast.
2 eggs and a toast. I was just going to bring that up. Yeah.
But why we pick it? Why do I pick eggs? Is because of its nutrient pack in such a small item, and it has a good protein which is bioavailable, means it's easy to absorb by the body, and also the egg yolk has good fat, high in vitamin A and then calcium as well.
In addition to this, we're about to show you 10 foods that you can consider. And these are superfoods that you might want to add to your diet there. Some of which we have already spoken about, from, of course, the blueberries to the pumpkin seeds. But yeah, it might be worth remembering this, taking this food list, and add that into your next grocery cart, right? Whenever you are shopping. So many myths, so many articles on the internet, the World Wide Web, about superfoods. So let's get straight into it. Myths and misconceptions. Fiona,
Okay.
I'll let you lead because you look like you're about to debunk some for me. Yeah.
Okay, the first one is because of how many articles are talking about how good superfoods are. So superfoods have been primed as like the most expensive thing that we should always put into our diets. So it's a myth because superfoods don't have to be expensive, and they can be found in our daily kitchen. For example, garlic, mushroom, pumpkin seeds, and onion. So these are all actually inexpensive things that we can eat almost on an everyday basis, and actually it's already in most of our households ingredients.
Is there a difference in nutrition between fresh vegetables and frozen vegetables? I like to keep those the frozen food in the freezer because they are easier to cook.
Okay, maybe I'll answer that one.
Please go ahead.
So commercial frozen vegetables do have higher amounts of nutrients sometimes as compared to fresh ones, because as they have commercially blast and freeze, some of the nutrients are retained throughout the whole process between coming from the factory or the farm to our home. So sometimes fresh vegetables, if we tend to buy them fresh but we don't cook them straight away, or we leave them in our fridge for some time, they tend to lose out very much in nutrients as compared to the frozen ones that have been kept frozen all the way.